First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going for it all.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
To the air, it's Leonard. Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them aren't. But when they come home, they equal big-time points.
On third down, going up top. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They're going to throw it again. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Irish.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second. Take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's Love.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. He wants to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Mitchell. At the 20, he's got space. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score Notre Dame 14, Florida State 0.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. It's complete to the left. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Got it in the middle. It's Tuafili. At midfield, he's got room. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gonna run it. It's Tuafili. They bring him down, and he's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Hit as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Oh, they're knocking free. And the offense blows on the football, but they are short of the line to gain. It'll be a turnover on down.
Out of all the ways to get a first down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third.
The end of the third quarter of play. Notre Dame 14, Florida State 0.
The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Brought down after a 5-yard gain down to the 7. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. The give. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to pound it in. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that was a nice second down run. It's setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
And this could be the final chance to get on the board with a touchdown. It is 4th and goal. They'll try to slam it in. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Now facing 2nd and 10 from their own 1, and the defense frothing to keep them bottled up. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And they don't pick up anything right there, but at least they avoid getting tackled in their own end zone. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall, now 3rd and 10. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back, and an up.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great...
Intercepted. Got some room to run. Crosses midfield. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Looking for a gap. It's Love. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame! That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard.
And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Notre Dame right back to the line. From the gun to give, looking for room. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. On the move, it's Love. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Irish! And the beatdown has ensued.
Some would say run on the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
And the extra point was good, but that only impacts the final margin. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona. Arizona Stadium, where this red and blue crowd ready to bear down with their Wildcats. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Arizona. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Back to pass. It's Keene. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that.
And that pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to take off. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Using the quick game. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
They're bringing heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Safe completion on the screen.
Well, part of making the running back screen work is you really have to sell it, and you got to let that pass rush get upfield and throw it at the last possible second. And Bob, man, he got lit up.
He did. Great toughness, but man, there's nothing worse than being a defensive lineman. You think you beat the offensive lineman so quick and you're so good, and then you realize he let you right up the field. And they were throwing a screen right behind you. Nice execution by the offense.
That's an awesome play call, having the running back on the angle route against the blitz. So they bring the linebackers. That completely vacates the middle of the field wide open. Running back runs right into it. A nice job on the throw.
Off the play fake on first down. And the quick shuffle pass. Running with power. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Back to pass, it's Keene. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Trying to make magic with his feet. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They'll try to pick up the first. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Arizona 14, Fresno State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking for space, it's Conley. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McMillan. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they thought they had the look they wanted for a fake punt there, but the defense was just way too alert. Give them credit for getting the stop, and now they set their offense up in great field position.
able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Keem. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fresno State working from the red zone. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on the short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
They get him down after he makes the catch.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolute shank. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart. If you're going to be aggressive with your...
He's going for a big play downfield. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Pushes toward the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw, it's Keem. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Arizona 14, Fresno State 0.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give out of the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Now on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. He looks that one in nicely. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Moss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Caught over the middle. It's James. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Finds his tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At the 36. Brings up 2nd down.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Fafita. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Moss. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. One final play before the end of the quarter. Quarterback will audible. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Arizona 14, Fresno State
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He'll try to do it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Do you think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on 4th down. I think they probably understood. Listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
That's caught. It's James. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. completion sets them up on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Moss. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's James.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Gets it out fast. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position, they located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Wants to throw. It's Keene. Using his legs to buy some time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a massive play by this offense. Man, you needed it. Great execution. Now kick the extra point, tie this football game up late, or do you go for two? Do you go for the win? Do you try to take the lead? That is a you decision.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid...